Hello everybody, here is the 2021 Latchmore Cottage tour of the garden. This is our back. We've just had the back entranceway done in blockwork, which looks very nice, and the caravan finally brought back from Spain after much effort. So coming through to the front, there's Mably with her ball. You try and get it off her. She doesn't like that one little bit. Anyway, that's Faith's dog. With our banana plants are doing very well, as is the herb garden in the distance. And here you can see all the potted plants that Maureen has put together in pride of place. They're looking very nice indeed. Coming forward, there's the olive tree that's grown incredibly high and should produce olives this year. And the front of the house, east facing side of the house, and we've planted a couple of choisers. There's a very vivid green choiser, looking very good, and we've planted a couple more and some lilies and perennials in the flower bed opposite the kitchen. And there's the Salix flamingo, which has been trimmed by Colin, our gardener, looking very good too. Coming through towards the well, I've got a couple of cannas here. They're actually blossoming beautifully, cannas and callas, and I dare say they're not surviving the winter, but for the minute they look very good. Some succulents around the well, and you can see in the distance our hedge is looking very full, and we've had it cut right down with a wire mesh fence behind it so that Mably can't escape from the garden. Now coming forward here, this is my latest project. So that slab is about 100 years old and came from the post office that was here in the turn of the century, the 19th century, or maybe even the 20th century. It's a slab that was used in the post office, and I've just used it now as a serving table. And here is the base of my pizza oven, and I've put in the foundation and the plinth for the pizza oven, which is ready to go, right in front of the magnolia and the garden behind. So it makes a very nice border to the front of the garden. And going around, all of the roses are, well, mostly done. We've got one apricot rose which is doing quite well, and we've got, as you can see, the yellow flowers of evening primrose growing very well in the background, and those were self-seeded, so we're quite pleased with that because they do produce colour all summer long. The front patio and the house, and there's Mably again protecting a ball, and as we go up the garden, beautiful succulents in the foreground, and moving up the garden further, this is the working part of it again, and we've literally had a crop of onions and garlic, and not garlic, leeks and carrots off, and rhubarb, lots of rhubarb off this, and we're just reworking the soil now and thinking what to plant next. So the greenhouse is doing very well. We've got 3 different kinds of tomatoes. We've got peppers. We've got chili peppers and green peppers, and those are producing quite well. Nothing on my espalier trees, unfortunately. Very little in the way of apples because of the late frost we had in May. And this year I've got for the first time a peach growing. There it is. Look, that's my first peach off my peach tree, but it is the only one, unfortunately. And I think I've got one pear. There it is, one pear left. And going further up into the garden, we've had potatoes off this bed here, And my grapevines are doing extremely well. I'm going to have grapes this year, which is the first time that I've had any. Not sure they'll be edible, but anyway, we will see. And then finally, going up to the top of the garden, here are the girls, the chickens, producing eggs. Come on, girls, come on. Where are they? Here's another one. And there are 2 others somewhere. Anyway, so that's the tour of our garden for 2021.